Dear students of 3rd standard, we all have known lots about our home, that is the earth, and also the different aspects related to the sky. Now you have one more new lesson. So before going to the lesson, we will discuss few things which are very important. So what is all that we call which are around us? So there are many things around us. So they all are the part of our life. What do we call that? So can anyone guess? Yes, that is our environment. The things that you see around us, or the aspects, or the natural things, or the artificial things, whatever are there in our life, they all comprise the environment. So your today's lesson or the new lesson is save the environment. So what is the need to save the environment? So we being human beings are the part of the environment, but we are using our environment to such an extent that we are seeing our environment being polluted a lot, or you can also tell that we are spoiling our environment, we are not maintaining it. So now what is the situation? That we have to save our environment. Okay, let us start with the new lesson, that is save the environment. So here you can see again the planet Earth is given, and it is within the arm or the palm of human being. So you have to save, we being human beings, it is our responsibility to save the Mother Earth. What makes up our environment? So what do you see mainly in our environment? So the environment consists of both living and non-living things. So you see living and non-living things in our environment. Now give few examples for living and non-living things. So all these things you have studied in your previous classes also. Living things are the animals, the birds, the plants, the human beings, all the things that have life. Non-living things are all the things which we use, or you can also tell it as man-made, that is the bench or the building, the factories, all these come under non-living things. So you know the difference between living and non-living things. Now here you see the main part of our environment, which is very important: air, water and place we live. So that is also called as land area. Air, water and place we live in are part of our environment. These are the main parts that we see in our environment. We throw away waste, some waste decay and the rest pollute the environment. So we being human beings or all the living things, we use all these three parts of the environment, that is air, water and the land area or the place where we live. We use it, and what we do is we use that parts or the components of the environment, and usually the main thing what we do is we keep dumping or throwing waste items. We go on throwing the waste items, or we dump it wherever possible, and these waste items are of two types. Some of them decay, some of them they don't decay. Okay, so this is the thing which really pollutes the environment. All the waste things which we go on dumping are the reason for the pollution in the environment. There are various types of pollution made by us. So there are different types of pollution. we go on polluting all the components in the environment, thus there are many types of pollution. So now we'll concentrate on all those types of pollution. See here you have the types of pollution with the picture, that is water pollution, very easy to remember, the components in the environment, whichever is there, whichever is used by the living things, all are polluted. So it is very easy for you all to remember. Water pollution, you have the picture, air pollution, land pollution and noise pollution. So usually water pollution is also because of our over usage or depositing the waste, maybe the waste water or the polluted water. Again the air pollution, it is again the smoke or the polluted air given out by the factories or the vehicles. Land pollution because of the depositing of the waste items which do not decay. And noise pollution, lots of noise done by our vehicles or our factories and many more things. So these are the 4 types of pollutions. Okay, now here we will know few things about the air pollution. All living things need air. So we can never think of our life without air, because we need air, and without air we cannot survive. Animals and plants would die without it. So without air the living beings cannot survive. Air also holds aeroplanes and kites above the ground, and it is used to inflate tires and balloons. So here you have to see that, so as we use this air for our living purpose, there are some aspects, that is, or there are few things which is man-made and it needs air for the movement. So here you can see that the aeroplanes, the kites, and also it is used to inflate the tires and the balloons. So all this can move only with the help of the air. Air surrounds earth as the atmosphere. So in the previous lesson we had seen, in earth you have a layer where there is air, and that is called as atmosphere. Air has no color, taste or odor. So how is the air? It does not have any color or taste or odor. Odor means here it is the smell. So do you see air? You cannot see it, but you can feel it, isn't it? That's why it doesn't have any color, or you don't get the taste of the air. So this is what is called as the air. Although air is invisible, people can hear air when the wind howls. Yes, we cannot see it, it is invisible. But when you have very fast blowing wind, you can listen to that sound, you can hear that sound. That's why it is given when the wind howls, means when it is very fast while it blows, the sound which you hear, that is mentioned as when the wind howls. So this you might have experienced, especially during rainy season and also during the winter season. So air is invisible, you cannot see it, you cannot taste it, and you cannot smell it, but you feel the air. And when the air, blows very speed, then only you can get the sound to be heard. What pollutes air? So what are the things, or what are the activities that pollute air? So you have 2 pictures here, that is the smoke from the factories or the industries and the smoke from the vehicles. Smoke from factories and vehicles which pollute the air. Burning of garbage, plastic and wood. So burning of garbage, plastic and wood. Wood is here, it is shown here when there is also fire in the forest, or we also burn the wood for our household purposes, especially for boiling the water, or sometimes it is also used for cooking. Then when the garbage is dumped, what do is they burn it out. So this is how the burning of garbage and the wood and plastic, even when the plastic is dumped and it is burnt, it causes air pollution. Bursting of firecrackers, one more reason which causes air pollution. So when we celebrate festivals or during marriage ceremonies or many of the things, when there are different functions, it's a fashion nowadays or a trend where people go on burning the crackers, and that is also one more reason for air pollution. Okay. Now one more pollution what we are experiencing, or which is very important to be discussed, that is coughing or sneezing without covering one's face. Before also it was there. So we used to tell, even in your home your parents might have guided you, or in the school, when you cough or sneeze, you should always cover your nose and mouth with the handkerchief, because when we cough and sneeze, the bacteria or the virus or our spit, if it goes and if it goes on, falls on some other people, they may also get that disease, especially the cold. The cold is a main aspect. When you get cold and cough, if you don't close your nose and mouth and cough or sneeze, that also gets spread to the other people. So that was one thing which never people took seriously, but now we are facing a disease by name, that is the COVID, or it is because of the virus, it's a coronavirus, and because of that now lots of importance is given for covering your nose and your mouth, because these are the two means through which that virus spreads to others. So coughing or sneezing without covering one's face, that is also the reason which pollutes the air. What we can do? Now how can we come out of this problem? Grow more trees. Yes, trees are the main means where you can keep the air clean. So we have to grow trees. Trees are very beautiful to see. The greenery you can enjoy, and because of trees the air will be always clean. So you have to grow more trees. So you can always make it a point that you try to plant trees, especially around your house or wherever it is possible. Walk or cycle short distances. When you are traveling short distances, it's better you walk, or you can go by cycling. Do not burn garbage or dry leaves. Avoid burning garbage or dry leaves. Whatever dry leaves, if you collect and if you put it somewhere, accumulate somewhere, it also decays and it will be a very fertile thing, or you can use it as the fertilizer to your plant. So here what you can do is, you can avoid burning the leaves and also the garbage. Avoid bursting firecrackers. So this is also the thing which is being given much importance now. We can avoid bursting crackers. Use a handkerchief when coughing or sneezing, so that the germs do not spread. So it's always a good habit that we use handkerchief to cover our nose and mouth when we cough and sneeze, so that any germs which is there in our body, it will not get spread, it will not get spreaded to others. So we have to follow all these things to avoid air pollution. Next one is water pollution. So what do you call, why is it called as water pollution? Means the pollutants, they pollute the water, that's why we call it as water pollution. When water is polluted, it is called as water pollution. When air is polluted, it is called as air pollution. Now how does this water gets polluted? We'll see here. Now water is the most important liquid on earth. So this also we had learnt in our previous lesson, that is the home earth. So you know maximum part of the earth is covered by the water. It covers almost 75% of earth's surface in the form of oceans, rivers, lakes, ponds. So you have so many water bodies, and these water bodies cover the major part of the earth's surface. All plants and animals need water to live. Yes, we need water. Even our body is made up of water content. So water is needed. Without water, the living beings cannot survive. People have many uses for water besides drinking. Water is not only used for drinking. Other than that, there are many uses. Many uses. They use it for washing and cooking. They use it to irrigate crops and lawns, to clean streets, and to operate air conditioning units and heating systems. See there the uses of water. First, that is for drinking purpose, then washing clothes, washing vessels, washing your vehicles, everything, cloths, then cooking. Yes, cooking you need water. Irrigate crops. If you want to grow crops, then you need water, or if you want to grow any plants or trees, you want water. Your lawns, there also you want water. Clean the streets, you want to keep your surrounding clean, or your house clean, or your corridor clean, or the road clean, then you have to use water. Operate your air conditioning, yes, there also water is needed, and heating systems. For everything you want water. They also use the power of flowing water to produce electricity. Yes, see, production of electricity is also possible with the help of the very fast flowing water or the flowing water. See, so many uses of water, and again it is a natural resource. Air, water, see, this is not man-made. They are all natural resources. Overusing of these resources is leading to the water pollution and neglecting their cleanliness. That is very important. Because of that, all these are getting polluted. What pollutes water? So you all can guess. Already we had discussed about the reasons, or what is that it is polluting air pollution. In the same way, dumping of waste from houses and factories into water body. So what we do, whatever waste is there in our house or whatever in the household, then the factory, everything or any of the places, when it is cleaned or everything is done, you take that and we put it into the water, flowing water. So this is the main reason which is also killing the water animals and in turn polluting the water bodies. Animals bathing in ponds, lakes and rivers. So our domestic animals. So we take it to the water bodies and we give them a wash. So animals bathing in ponds, lakes and rivers. So usually even animals have the habit of going and sitting inside the water, especially you can see here the buffaloes. But okay, that is a part of the environment, but we also take our cattle, the animals there, and wash them near the ponds, and that is also one reason which is polluting the water. People bathing, washing clothes and utensils in water bodies. So this also you have seen. Many people, they take their cloths, they take their utensils, that is the vessels used in your household, and they go themselves and have bath in the river or in the pond. So washing clothes, washing your utensils, having bath in the pond or in the lake or in the river, all this also causes the water pollution. What we can do? So how can we avoid it? Never throw waste in ponds, lakes and rivers. Never throw it. Whatever waste is there, nowadays we have recycling and there are so many measures followed. Many vehicles come to collect the the waste from the local government. There are arrangements, and mainly it is being recycled, or there are dumping areas, and that too when there are things that can decay, so we can use it for our plants or in our farms or in our fields. So we have to go for such measures. So never throw waste in ponds, lakes and rivers. Avoid bathing, cleaning and washing clothes in water bodies. So what you have to do is, we have to avoid going and taking bath there, cleaning, washing our vehicles, everything in the river or any of the water bodies. We have to avoid it. See here the pictures that it is telling you, stop polluting the water bodies, throwing all things there, and thus it is also disturbing the water animals. Even they have rights to live like us. They are living beings. So while speaking about these, see, we are the living beings actually polluting the air, the water. Do the other living beings pollute? No, they don't pollute. We are the main reasons, that is the human beings. Now one more pollution, that is land pollution, or you can also call it as soil pollution. Land is one of the most important resources available to us. Yes, we live on the land area. We build our house. We build different buildings, factories, hotels, supermarkets, whatever we want, and whatever is needed for our enjoyment, entertainment, the different water parks. So all these things we build on this land area, and it is also the important resource. We get so many things on this land. So this is the most important part again, the soil or the land. We use land to grow crops, construct buildings and build factories. So because of this land area, only the survival of human beings is possible. We can live on that, and with the help of air and water. So land is very important part of our life. Now how do we pollute this land? How is this land pollution possible, or it is happening? Throwing of garbage in the open. See, that throwing of garbage is the reason everywhere. You throw the garbage in the open area on land. That time the land is polluted. You burn it, the air is polluted. You throw it into water, the water is polluted. So from where do we get this garbage? Yes, again from our household, the factories, the offices, the hospitals, everywhere you have waste things. That has to be managed properly. Dumping of waste by factories. So this is very important reason. It will be brought and dumped anywhere. But now most of the things are being controlled, but even then we are not at to the level which is needed. Using chemical fertilizers in the fields. Yes, this is one more main reason where the land is getting polluted. That is, the chemical fertilizers are being used in the fields. We have to go for organic fertilizers. One more thing, using these chemical fertilizers, the fertility of the land itself is going on decreasing. So the crop what we grow, so it may not grow in a proper way when we go on using the chemical fertilizers. What can we do now to avoid this? Plant more trees. See, everywhere you see this. Plant more trees. It is needed. It is a need of the time. Throw waste in dustbins. Yes, you have to throw the waste in dustbins. Again, that waste from the dustbin, it should be maintained properly. Use natural manures to improve. Yes, that is the organic manures. That is very important. See, first of all, we have to try to keep our surroundings clean so that the whole earth or the environment can be kept clean. The next one is noise pollution. Yes. See, all the pollution is actually disturbing our system itself. Our body or our living itself is disturbed. but even then the human beings are not bothered. Noise pollution. Noise is unwanted sound. So usually the sound which can be bearable, that will not cause noise pollution, the unwanted sound. So that is the reason. We hear various sounds all around us, so we keep listening to that always. Some sounds are pleasant and some are not. Some sounds that are not pleasant to our ears is called noise. So some sounds are pleasant. Which are they? So when you listen to the music or the sounds that you get from the nature, the sound made by the animals or the birds, there are many sounds which are really soothing to our ear. We will be happy to listen to that. But the sound that really irritates you, they are not pleasant and they are the cause for the noise pollution. Too much sound causes noise pollution. It damages our hearing. You know from where we get all these sounds. See here, what are these sounds which really disturb us? Listening to music and watching television on a high volume. Yes, many of them have got this habit. You never think about the people who live inside your house or who are in the neighboring area. Even when it comes to different functions or also they never bother that who is being disturbed. We just want to think our enjoyment. So the music and the television which is used with the high volume will also pollute the noise, which is not at all good for our ears and also for our health. Honking of vehicles. Yes, honking of vehicles is needed. The horns what we use. So where it is needed, we have to use it. But there are some people who never bother about anything. They just go on honking continuously, or there will be no limit for that honking, which is really disturbing the environment, or it is called as the noise pollution. Bursting of firecrackers. Nowadays you have crackers which has got so much of sound to that higher density, which disturbs not only your ears, you get that disturbance to be known within your body also. So some of the children, they get so disturbed that they start crying. The animals, especially the dogs, so they also get so disturbed. The cows, there are so many animals who get so much disturbed because of the bursting of crackers. And the small children, they may also get the tremor, or they start shivering because of the sound of the firecrackers. Not only the small children, even the old people, they get disturbed because of the bursting of firecrackers. Use of loudspeakers. Yeah, this is one trend nowadays we see when it comes to the marriage functions, or if you have some ceremony, or if there is some people gathering for some function related to different aspects, or if you see the procession going on during some festivals or during elections, many things. So there they use loudspeakers, which is really disturbing the system itself. Now what can we do to avoid this noise pollution? Listen to music on a low volume. Yes, listen to the music. It is a very good habit wherein you get relaxed, and it is very helpful to us to be happy and come out of the stress in our life, or when you are very disturbed. But what you have to do is, you have to listen it on a very low volume. Avoid unnecessary honking. So wherever needed, you have to horn, but when it is unnecessary, try to avoid honking. Plant trees as they absorb sounds. See, here also you have one main thing, plant trees as they absorb sounds. So mainly what I feel is, planting trees, they will give a solution to many of the problems that we are facing nowadays. And the problems are found not only in human beings but also it is disturbing the system itself or even the small children and the whole environment. So, this is very important. Okay, now here the promise what we can give or make to the environment. So, it is our duty, being human beings, we have to put lots of efforts in saving our environment, keeping it clean. Then only we can save our Mother Earth. So, what are the promise you can give? First of all is, I will plant more trees. Yes, wherever possible, near your house or in front of your house, or if there are like buildings, near those buildings, different buildings, or maybe there are many offices related to government or the private, wherever the space is available, try to plant trees, the plants. So, this will really change our environment. I will save water. Yes, each drop of water is very valuable. Don't waste water. So, when you close your taps very tightly, properly, or using water in a limited way, don't go on spilling water when it is not needed. Try to save water. I will not waste paper. Yes, usage of paper also we have to do it in a limited way. Don't waste paper. I will not burst crackers. Yeah, this is also a pledge you can take. We can avoid bursting crackers. It doesn't mean that every enjoyment or every function should start or end with bursting of crackers. We can avoid it and we have to take that pledge. I will use only cloth and paper bags. Yeah, you have to carry bags when you go out for shopping, or it is better you have cloth bags or paper bags in your vehicle or with you when you go out, so that you can use that instead of the plastic bags, because the plastic bags whatever we bring, we usually dump it. We cannot reuse sometimes because they can get torn and we cannot go on keeping it. So, that will pollute the environment. It's better you go for the cloth bags which we can wash and reuse. And these are all the things which are very simple, I feel, to do. Yes, sometimes we may feel it very difficult to carry a bag and all, but we can make it as a habit. And all these things, planting trees, it is really a easy thing and it can be the part of your life which will give you lots of relief, enjoyment. Being with the nature is one thing which will also make us very healthy. We can get relaxed. The present situation, it is too much of work, too much of disturbance. People get stressed a lot, and you children also. It's make a hobby to spend time with plants which will always relax you. So, I feel most of the things you have understood, because so many pictures were there in this presentation. Those pictures only have given you the message. With that, we have also put a collage where we are going to promise our environment that how we can avoid the pollution of the environment, and thus we can keep it clean and give a better life for all the generations in future. So, children, go through the video and see the points. This itself will give you lots of information. Thank you, children.